So my name is Carrie Dykes. I work for the CTSI, which is the Clinical and Translational Science Institute. And today I'm going to talk about a recruitment tool for investigators called researchmatch.org. Researchmatch.org is a free tool that researchers can use to recruit participants into clinical research studies. You can think of it as like Match.com, only for research. So researchers will register their studies in the system, and volunteers will sign up to be research volunteers, and then the Research Match will match volunteers to studies and send the research volunteer an email asking them if they would like to participate in the study and be a volunteer for that study. So how it works is a researcher will register an account in researchmatch.org, and they will then set up their study, and they'll put in information about their study and have what's called a contact message entered, which is just basic information about the study that the volunteer would need to know to decide whether they would want to participate in the study. All the studies that use Research Match need to be IRB approved, so you need to go through that process first. And then every institution that uses Research Match has what's called a Research Match liaison, of which I'm one of them. And we would then review the investigator's study on Research Match and approve it for use of Research Match. And then their message, their contact message, would then get released to all of the volunteers that match with their study. And then the volunteer, as I said, gets a message, it's an email message. They then review the message, and they either check yes or no that they want to participate in the study. And if they check yes, their contact information, their email, phone number, that kind of information, would then get released to the investigator. And the investigator could contact the volunteer and see if they're qualified for their study. So any IRB approved study that requires volunteers, those investigators can register their study, and anyone in the United States can be a volunteer in Research Match. There's over 125,000 volunteers nationally in this registry. It works really well for studies that are online or survey-based studies because you have a pool of 125,000 people that you can pull from for your study. But you can also limit your search for volunteers to within a 50-mile radius of Rochester. So you can look for local people if you need them to come in to the university for a visit to do your study. So you can, depending on the type of study that you're doing, you can either go national or you can go local with your volunteers. If you need support for this study, you can contact the Research Help Desk at the CTSI, which is researchhelp@urmc.rochester.edu. There's a lot of information on the researchmatch.org website, and there's also information on our recruitment and retention website at the CTSI.